Hey, how's it going everybody? My name is Drew Creal, and in this video we're going to take a look at Yamaha's new line of TransAcoustic guitars. Stick around, you're not going to want to miss this. So if I'm being perfectly honest with you, I'm going to confess and say that I don't spend a ton of time playing acoustic guitar. The way that I use the guitar is primarily in an electric guitar context. But all that to say, I do love acoustic guitar and I love acoustic guitar music, primarily classical guitar. I have this huge aspiration in my life to eventually just practice classical guitar until I can play these beautiful, masterful pieces by Bach and Piazzolla and things like that. I've just found recently that having some acoustic guitars around is very helpful for me, not only as a music teacher, but as someone who records a lot of music. It's nice to have a great sounding acoustic guitar around for my recording purposes and for just teaching lessons. You can just pick up an acoustic, show someone how to play something, and bam, like they're off and running. With electric guitar, it's a little bit more cumbersome. So when I heard about the Yamaha TransAcoustic, I was kind of intrigued that they designed an acoustic guitar that had built-in effects. I was like, how does that work? The music store that I was working at the time had a number of these Yamaha TransAcoustics, so I started to play them. Actually, here's the guitar that I picked out right here. I picked up this Yamaha TransAcoustic at first because it was probably the prettiest acoustic guitar in the store at the time. And I love the vintage look that it has. It has this nice kind of yellowish sort of top on here. It's a very simple looking guitar. There's even this nice binding, and I picked up the guitar and I looked at all of the wood grain and everything, and I was like, wow, this is a nice instrument. And then I noticed these three knobs here. I also looked inside and I was like, what is going on with this guitar? And so I played around with it for a while, and I was just very impressed with the level of sound quality. And later on in the video, I'm going to demo all of the sounds. But the thing that is so special about these TransAcoustic guitars is the built-in electronics. There's actually this vibrating mechanism inside. It also has piezo inside as well. But it has this vibrating mechanism that when you play the guitar, it vibrates a little thing on the inside, and then it sort of projects these effects. And as someone who's already a huge fan of Yamaha effects, for example, the Yamaha Magic Stomp, the Yamaha THR, I love those sounds. I believe that they've packed a lot of those sounds into this guitar. They've given you two beautiful sounding reverbs and one really nice sounding chorus. And you can play these just by picking up the guitar and pressing this button down for just a second. And now you've got this beautiful sound. And that was just very inspiring to me. Like, it's way better than just playing a regular acoustic. It's this sort of immersive experience. It puts you in another place almost, wherever you're at. And I believe it will be helpful for many people, kind of inspiring them a little bit to write interesting stuff that maybe they wouldn't write if they didn't have chorus or reverb. Those are just examples, but what the Yamaha TransAcoustic provides is this really fantastic immersive experience that a lot of other guitars don't offer. The price point, I believe, is really fair. You can get a guitar like this for right around $650, and you can get the classical version of the Yamaha TransAcoustic for around $700. And in my opinion, you get a phenomenal instrument. No, it's not a Taylor or a Martin or another like high-end brand acoustic, but it really is a player's guitar, and then it has these other features. The other thing that I'll mention is that you can plug into your PA system or your acoustic guitar amplifier, and you've got those same onboard effects. You've got your chorus and your reverb and your volume control right here. So you can really have access to all of those fantastic tones that you had when you were writing your music. You can now have that in the live setting as well. So the consistent thing that's happening while you're playing your Yamaha TransAcoustic transitions itself well from from your apartment to the stage, and I think that's fantastic. So what I've got for you guys today are two of the entry-level Yamaha TransAcoustic guitars. The first one is the Yamaha FSTA. So this is a steel string acoustic guitar, and I love this guitar. I think it has this really cool vintage kind of 60s, 70s vibe. So this would be perfect for like a singer-songwriter that gigs a lot. It would be perfect for just somebody that maybe isn't a full-time musician or guitar player, but just wants a nice, immersive guitar in their home. This would be great for even a high school or college level student that's starting to take guitar a little bit more seriously. But I love I just love how this guitar looks. The wood grain is beautiful. It's got this fantastic wood on the back. I want to say this looks like mahogany. So mahogany neck, mahogany back and sides. And then the top, I'm assuming that the top is spruce, but it may be another type of wood. But it sounds and plays fantastic, and I'm going to demo that for you right now. So the next guitar that I have today is the nylon string version of the Yamaha TransAcoustic. So this is the Yamaha CGTA, and I think C stands for classical. The other one, F, the FSTA, I think F stands for folk, maybe. But as I mentioned earlier, I'm a huge fan of classical guitar. I'm starting to practice more classical guitar and fingerstyle guitar music. And so I couldn't pass up an opportunity to own a TransAcoustic classical guitar. And what I love about this is Yamaha really stays true to what classical guitar players, like the high-level guys and girls, what they look for in a classical guitar. So it really has that Spanish look going on. So you've got this sort of vintage yellow top. I don't know what kind of wood this is on the back and sides, but it sort of resembles rosewood or mahogany. So the nicer classical guitars are all made with various types of rosewood, which unfortunately rosewood is an endangered species wood right now, but this wood sort of resembles like a lighter grain rosewood. And I'll have to, in the description below, what I will do is put the wood types down there for you as well. But this guitar is fabulous as well, and it's comfortable to play. It feels smaller to me than some other classical guitars that I've played, and I love playing this guitar. So what I'm going to do now is show you what this one sounds like. Thank you so much for checking out my video on the Yamaha TransAcoustic. I would really appreciate it if you like this video, you subscribe to my channel, and you turn your notifications on. There are tons of people that watch these videos, but not very many of you are subscribed, so I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and have a fantastic day wherever you're at. Bye-bye.